friends. Good morning. Welcome to Coaching with Connie. I'm Connie Fuksa. And I try to come to you a couple of times a week and explain to you some things or reiterate, share with you some stuff that some really amazing people have shared with me or some experiences that I've had going through my personal business life. And so, I like to share things with you because I think they relate to people no matter what your situation. Whether you're running a business, whether you are managing a business, whether you're just working in a business and you have some kind of great idea, something you might really want to try. I just like to talk to you guys personally and professionally about some experiences that I hear about, that I constantly am learning. And as most of you know, I do a live interview series. It's called the Entrepreneurial Live Interviews with Connie Fuksa, and I have had the wonderful opportunity to interview some amazing people, all walks of life in all types of business situations, but these people have some really great nuggets. And so one thing I wanted to share with you, it seems to be an intersection for me this week about conversations that I'm having with people and interviews and some of the comments that are coming from those interviews, and then reiterating some things that I've heard from other places and also the experiences that I've had. And so today I wanted to talk to you guys about this whole, are you holding yourself back? And here's why, because as human beings, unfortunately, when we're children, nothing holds us back, right? When we're babies and we're learning how to crawl, somebody puts something in front of us and we just figure out how to crawl and make it happen. But as we get older, we have a lot of self-talk. We have a lot of things that people tell us or that we listen to that we let ourselves hold ourselves back, right? So think about all the things that you could be doing if you didn't talk yourself out of them. I mean, truly, guys, there's a lot of graphics and a lot of things out there, but your success at whatever it is, even if it is, maybe it's not a business thing, maybe it's a personal thing at, training for a marathon or, wanting to paint a room in your house even, your success is predicated by what's in here. It has nothing to do with any physical ability. So think about all of the things, all the times you see people on TV or in situations that are, lost both of their limbs and they're riding a bicycle through a marathon. So they figured out how to do the marathon. They didn't let the fact that they had a physical ailment stop them. So all of the things that you can't do is right here. And so you're making yourself not be able to do things because you are not believing in yourself. You have to stop letting your brain talk you out of something. A really good book that I would love for you to read is a Mel Robbins book where she really talks about, just immediately when you think about you want to do something, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Don't let your brain get in the way of telling you about the things that you can't do. There's one thing that we talk about a lot in the business world, entrepreneurial world. It's called imposter syndrome. And the thing is that we talk ourselves out of being able to do something because we say, oh, we're not good enough, or there's no way we could do that. Well, here's something I want to share with you. Oprah Winfrey went through that for her first 10 years of her business, comparing herself to other people and saying, oh, I could never do that because I'm not good enough. I'm not as good as that person. Well, remember something, guys. What you think you're good at or what you're comparing yourself to is only a limited piece of what you're seeing from someone else. You're not seeing all the things that they had to struggle through to get to this point. Cheryl, you're exactly right. We all go through this, and I'm so proud of you for doing your videos about love. It's so amazing, and you're giving everybody else so much hope. So keep pushing through that because your brain doesn't need to talk the rest of you out of doing that. It's a fabulous thing you're doing. So the imposter syndrome is where you decide that you're just an imposter and there's no way you can do what you're seeing other people do. Well, you absolutely can do it. You just don't know. You know what your struggles are. You don't know what their struggles have been to get them to this point. So make sure you're touching those people. Reach out to that person and say, how did you do it? That's one reason I bring you this entrepreneurial series, because I want to share with you guys that they're real people having real struggles, going through real things, getting it done. So your brain is what's stopping you from doing it. Here's the other thing is, yesterday I interviewed a lady who had some really good wisdom points at the end. One thing I like to do is get my entrepreneurs to talk about what their go-to piece of advice is. And she said 2 super powerful things. One was cut yourself a break. So I pause with that because, you know, who is the person that we're hardest on most in our life? It's ourselves, right? Our brain is saying you can't do that, or there's no way that you could figure that out, or you're just not gonna, you don't have enough time, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough resources, you're not smart enough. Whatever that is, you're not as smart as Sally, or you're not as smart as, you want to be a TV broadcast person, you're not as smart as Oprah Winfrey, you're not as smart as Connie Chung, you're not as smart as any of those people. There's no way you could do it. So first of all, get your brain to stop talking you out of things. Number two, she said, and I love this, is watch your language to yourself. If you're saying things to yourself, I want you to think about, as Debbie shared with us yesterday, I want you to think about, would you say those same things to someone that you love? And she shared with us yesterday that she would not, she realized she was saying all these terrible things to herself, like, you're not good enough, you can't do this. And she said, wait a minute, if I was talking to my daughter, who is my best friend, would I talk to her like this? And she said, heck no, I would never talk to her like that. Well, you're talking to yourself like that. So why are you talking to yourself like that? And you need to watch the language that you use on yourself, because your brain is talking you out of things. It's a very smart tool that you have. It's a fantastic piece of your body. It makes your body work, and it makes everything go as it's supposed to in your system. But it's been filled with however many years old you are of advice and information. And sometimes what happens is all of that negative stuff is able to float to the top. Soil like oil and water. So all the negativity or that self-doubt is the oil, and the water is all the goodness. So what I want you guys to do is think about that for a minute. Think about the thing that you really want to try or that you really want to do. And is your brain stopping you from getting to the other side of that door? Because your success is right on the other side of that door. So whatever it is you want to do, it's right on the other side of the door that you're looking at. Stop letting your brain not let you open that door. It's not just about your brain, but it's about the way you think about yourself. Stop talking in ugly language to yourself. Cut yourself a break, because maybe it'll take you a teeny bit longer than it took someone else. It's okay. You still did it. And the other thing is, make sure you're giving yourself the opportunity to take advantage of the things that are sitting in front of you. Don't block your face and say, oh, I can't do that because I'm not strong enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not big enough. Because you absolutely are 100%. Think of all of the people that achieve things without the physical, excuse me, without all the physical abilities that you have. Goodness, excuse me. It's your life. Stop letting your brain talk you out of stuff. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in to Coaching with Connie.